Okay, so we were talking about the myths related to IELTS. So I talked about a few myths in the first part of the session. And all those who are here for the second part and haven't watched my first part must go and watch the first one too, because therein I have talked about a few things which are very common, few questions which are very commonly used by students, and they tell me that come up with all of these ideas, right? So that is what I have spoken about. Let me just see if there is anyone who's coming in, and so all who are here and have any more queries and questions, you can just comment in the comment section, in the live chat section, right? Okay, so this is the second session and this is the part 2 of the first session. So what is this class going to be about? This is a continuation class of the previous session that we did, right? So we did a few questions like the difference between the two examinations, IDP or British Council. So should you go for IDP or should you go for British Council? So the myth is that you need to go and check my first video for that, right? And we also talked about certain other things like the examiners are biased, or the examination is they don't check it well, or it is easier to appear for the exam in certain cities or some countries. But these are simply myths, okay? They have nothing to do with facts and they are not reality at all, okay? Let us understand the other questions that people ask. The other question that people ask me is, the exam is too hard. Is exam hard? Is it? Like if I score 8 bands, I'm going to say that the exam is easy. Now, in the same examination, there might be n number of students appearing in a particular center itself. Let's say I belong to an XYZ city and there are multiple students. Let's say there are 100 students in the exam. Now, out of those 100 students appearing for the test, is every student going to score the same? Tell me, is every student going to score the same? Of course not. Not every student. Hello, Bhadresh bhai. Welcome to the class. So good to see you here. And keep commenting if you have any questions and queries, and I will be glad to reply your questions, right? So now we are discussing about the examination is too hard. That is a myth, because there are many people who can easily do it, but for them it becomes hard because they have heard from people saying that they have appeared for the examinations like 4 times and 5 times and 7 times and 8 times. Yes, I have come across many people appearing for the examination n number of times because they are not able to score, and then they come up with the idea that the examination is too hard. The examination is not hard for every student. There are certain students who are proficient in the language. They know exactly how it is spoken, how grammar works, what resources that you need, grammatical resources, range and vocabulary. So if I consider them, they will definitely come and tell me that the examination is too simple. Now, I have been training in multiple institutes, right? So one of the students, he was like, his mother was really anxious that my child won't score, and I really had to assure her that your child has given SATs with 1400 scores, so this boy is going to make it in IELTS just like this. For him, it is definitely not a big task when he has already appeared for SATs, right? And when he came to the class, and I just gave him the overview and I explained him each task just once, because the child is proficient, he is intelligent and he is proficient. So he appeared for the examination and he scored 8.5. Yes, exactly 8.5. So was that difficult for him? No, it was not difficult for him. But if it is too hard for you, that means you need to take a self check. You need to take a self check whether your reading, your listening is good. Are you able to score these many? You need to have a goal that this is my goal, and you have to work in the direction of the goal. You have to look for what skills you require in order to score that much, right? So let's say your listening is good, because mostly that is where the students will score well. So your listening is good, so your reading, like you may say that I find even reading difficult. So if you're finding reading difficult, that means you have a low reading habit, your reading skills are not developed and mature enough, and that's the reason you find it difficult. So it is an examination where you will have to work on. You cannot just come one just someday you come up and you tell me that I want to give the examination in just 1 month. Yes, there are many ample of students who come and tell me that I just have a 1 month's time and I want to give the examination. Like I had this other person who came and told me that I want to appear for the examination. I said, of course you can, you are proficient and you can do it. But the thing is that you just need preparation and you need to know the strategies and how the examination, IELTS examination works. So it is all about strategy, language, proficiency and everything. And therefore the examination can have different variations. For one it may be easy and for the other it may be hard. That is completely your proficiency level. So to overcome your proficiency level, you have to work hard. Now for example, if you want to understand proficiency level, I would suggest that let's say you are in 8th standard. Okay, you are in 8th standard and you have an elder brother or an elder sister who is in 12th standard at the moment. So you see them working day and night, and then you may feel, oh, 12th standard is very hard, it is very difficult to cross 12th standard and I don't know how they are doing it. But by the time you are in 12th, you will be in a mature position and you will be in the position to say that yes, the examination actually is not hard, it just requires some preparation. Okay, that is what your viewpoint will be when you are in 12th, or would have been if you have already gone through that situation. So IELTS is all about your proficiency level. It is not about how tough, or so they have a same level, they keep it consistent throughout. You just have to make through it, right? And if you find it difficult and if you really want to know the answers to why you find it difficult and how to make it easier and how to become proficient, you can follow me on Telegram and my ID is @Manisha_Angre. Yes, remember that's a very simple one. That's my complete name, Manisha Angre. You just have to apply underscore to it. So there you can ask me questions on your doubts or questions or why you should join Unacademy. And if you want to know more on this platform Unacademy, you can ask me there, right? So that is what we can do. And yes, another thing that I would like to tell, another myth that I would like to bust over here is you can crack the exam with material available on internet, and mocks and tests are available in plenty. Of course you will need practice, of course. So then people come up with the idea that I just need practice, I know language, I just need practice. Now if you just need practice and there is ample of course I do agree to this, that there's ample of material available in the form of PDFs and mocks, online mocks. But if that helps you, right, if all this helps you, why are there coaching institutes? Why do we need trainers? Why do you need educators? And why are there so many coaching institutes across, right? They are there to help you through it. Okay, it is they will guide you towards a path. Now when you have ample of material out there available in the market, what happens, आप थोड़ा सा इसमें कर रहे हो, थोड़ा सा इसमें से करो, थोड़ा सा उसमें से करो, थोड़ा सा उसमें से करो, थोड़ा सा ये फॉलो किया, लेकिन यहाँ पे इस वेबसाइट पे मेरे स्कोर्स कम आते हैं, इस वेबसाइट पे मेरे स्कोर्स ज़्यादा आते हैं, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, मैं हर बार तो टेस्ट दे रहा हूँ पर मेरा 6.5 पे क्यों अटका हुआ है, मैं 6.5 से 7 पे मूव क्यों नहीं हो रहा हूँ, या फिर मेरा 8 स्कोर क्यों नहीं आ रहा है. ठीक है, ये क्यों नहीं होता है? बिकॉज यू नीड अ गाइड, यू नीड अ मेंटर. You can have ample of material, but just keep solving and solving and solving the material is not important. It is definitely, it makes sense that you take an expert advice in understanding कि मैं हर बार इतना स्कोर कर रहा हूँ तो वो मेरी कहाँ है, वो कौन सी जगह है जहाँ मैं मिस्टेक कर रहा हूँ, जिसको मुझे वर्क करने की ज़रूरत है. अगर मैं वो वर्क कर लेता हूँ तो शायद मेरे और अच्छे स्कोर आ सकते हैं. तो ये क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स आपके पास होने चाहिए. यू शुड बी नोइंग दैट वेयर यू आर मेकिंग मिस्टेक्स इन योर वर्क एंड व्हाई यू आर स्टक इन अ पर्टिकुलर स्कोर. अगर आपका उसके बाद भी स्कोर नहीं बढ़ रहा है, डेफिनेटली यू हैव टू रीथिंक योर स्ट्रैटेजी. that you need someone who can guide you through the examinations. पहली बात ये है, ठीक है. So this is something that you can do it, you may do it, but you may not necessarily score the way you want. Next question, next myth is that if I have already given IELTS once, after preparation 2 my scores will improve only by 0.5 bands. Yes, of course, if you are working only this much, if you were here and if you are working only to make this much of change in your life, you are going to score only this much. But if you have made a change to this much level, you are going to score that much. So you score or you improve only 0.5 because you have worked only on the 0.5 area. अगर आपने और एरिया पे वर्क करोगे तो आप और ज़्यादा स्कोर कर पाओगे. और ये कब होगा? जब आप प्रॉपर, अगेन आई सेड, आपका जो हर वर्क सिर्फ करने से नहीं होगा, आपको हर बार उसका फीडबैक लेना होगा एक पॉजिटिव क्रिटिसिज्म के साथ में, और उसके ऊपर आपको वर्क करना पड़ेगा. सो एवरी टाइम यू वर्क यू विल हैव टू मेक श्योर कि एक बार जो मिस्टेक आपसे हुई वो दोबारा नहीं होनी चाहिए. अगर एक बार हुई है और आपने उसको दोबारा से वही मिस्टेक कर रहे हैं तो डेफिनेटली देयर इज अ फ्लॉ इन योर प्रिपरेशन एंड नॉट IELTS examination, your educators or anyone else. You have to be acceptive, you have to be receptive, and you have to work against all the odds. कि आपको, अगर मैंने कहा है कि यहाँ पे आप इस फॉर्म का सेंटेंसेस आप बनाना छोड़ दें और आप ये फॉर्मेट के सेंटेंसेस बनाएं, ठीक है. सो यू हैव टू मूव दैट. सो एवरी टाइम यू हैव टू मेक एन एफर्ट टू इम्प्रूव दैट, राइट. एवरी टाइम मेक एन एफर्ट. यू कैन नॉट स्टिक टू सर्टेन थिंग्स और मैं भूल जाता हूँ. आप भूल नहीं सकते. अगर आपको एक बड़ा चेंज दिखना चाहते हैं तो आप भूल नहीं सकते. यू कैन नॉट डू दैट. सो एवरी टाइम मेक श्योर दैट यू वर्क as per your requirement, not this much but you work this much. और ये कब होता है? ये तब होता है जब आप अपनी प्रिपरेशन में अच्छा टाइम दे, वक्त दे. आप एक वंस ऑल ऑफ अ सडन आके प्रिपेयर करेंगे और आपका प्रोफिशिएंसी लेवल मैच नहीं करता है तो आप शायद आपको दिक्कत हो. इसीलिए टेक enough time for preparation. Okay, I always say take enough time for your preparation and do that. Okay. Another myth is that if you write more in the writing module, you score more. Definitely, it's a complete no. There's a range to it. You have just understand. आपके पास कितने मिनट्स है? आपके पास सिर्फ 40 मिनट्स है लिखने के लिए. 40 मिनट्स में आपको मिनिमम 250 वर्ड्स लिखने हैं, ठीक है. अब वो मिनिमम 250 वर्ड्स आप 40 मिनट्स में अगर चलो लिख देते हैं, और बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ने तो मुझे ऐसे भी फिर मुझे फीडबैक देना पड़ा है जहाँ उन्होंने 20 मिनट्स में 300 वर्ड्स लिखे हैं. बट 20 मिनट्स में 300 वर्ड्स, बट देयर वाज नो फॉर्मेट. कुछ भी लिख रहे थे, फॉर्मेट यानी कहीं इंट्रोडक्शन ही नहीं है, उन्होंने बस ही स्टार्ट कर दिया है. There were a lot of issues of grammar, sentences were not correct, there were spelling errors, punctuation errors, everything was there. वो इतना ज़्यादा एक पॉइंट को एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं कि दूसरा तो उनको ध्यान ही नहीं है कि क्या पूछा गया है, right? So there are chances that you will make a number of mistakes if you do not follow and if you don't understand that you cannot do certain things. In 40 minutes you have to write in minimum 250 words. So अगर आप 280 maximum जो मैं देती हूँ कि 280 वर्ड से अगर ज़्यादा आपने लिखा है, ठीक है, अगर उससे ज़्यादा आपने लिखा है, सो देर आर मोर चांसेस फॉर यू टू टेक मोर देन 40 मिनट्स. पहली बात तो देर आर मोर चांसेस ऑफ यू टू डू दैट, एंड देर आर मोर चांसेस ऑफ मेकिंग अ फ्लॉ इन योर फॉर्मेट, योर ग्रामर, योर लेक्सिकल रिसोर्स एंड टास्क कंटेंट एज वेल, राइट. योर कंटेंट एज वेल, योर टास्क रिस्पॉन्स एज वेल. सो डू नॉट राइट, गो बाय व्हाट इट इज सेड. उससे ज़्यादा करने से आपको कोई ज़्यादा मार्क्स नहीं मिलने वाले हैं. आपको मार्क्स सिर्फ वो 4 असेसमेंट क्राइटेरियाज के मिलने वाले हैं, बाकी और किसी के नहीं मिलने वाले हैं, ठीक है. सो मेक श्योर दैट यू डू नॉट गो बाय ऑल दीज थिंग्स, डू नॉट फॉलो ऑल दीज मीन्स, एंड यू मेक अ लॉजिकल चॉइस फॉर योर सेल्फ. एंड द लॉजिकल चॉइस इज दैट yes, join Unacademy Plus, join our classes because our classes are structured. वहाँ पे हम आपको हर एक पॉइंट को बताते हैं कि लेट्स से आपका रीडिंग में मैचिंग हेडिंग्स नहीं हो रहा है तो वो आपको पर्टिकुलरली कैसे करना है, पर्टिकुलरली इस टाइप का ग्राफ आएगा तो उस पर आपको कैसे लिखना है. तो हर क्लास जो है ना वो एक स्ट्रक्चर्ड क्लास होता है और वो स्ट्रक्चर्ड क्लास में आपको ये पूरी डिटेल स्ट्रैटेजीज दी जाती है कि आप कैसे करेंगे। इंडिविजुअली एजुकेटर्स आपके साथ वर्क करते हैं, जितने भी वहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, प्लस लॉट ऑफ फीडबैक कम्स इन, देयर आर क्विजेस, देयर आर डाउट सॉल्विंग सेशंस, देयर आर मॉक्स एंड एवरीथिंग अवेलेबल. So what does Unacademy Plus provide you? It provides you with the best educators from the industry who train on Unacademy. So Unacademy has brought all the best educators from the country on this platform to give you the best with the best practices that they follow. Okay. Next, you also will be able to like with one subscription, you just have to buy one subscription, and with this one subscription you can attend the sessions of all the educators. Yes, ऐसा नहीं कि आपको मेरा क्लास अटेंड करने के लिए एक सब्सक्रिप्शन लेना पड़ेगा या दूसरे टीचर्स का क्लास अटेंड करने के लिए दूसरा सब्सक्रिप्शन लेना पड़ेगा. आप सिर्फ एक ही सब्सक्रिप्शन लें, आप एक ही कोड यूज करें, आप ये एक ही कोड यूज करें और आप इस कोड से आप हर एक एजुकेटर का क्लास देख सकते हैं. ठीक है. दूसरा, best for professionals with busy schedule. So if you are a professional who has a busy schedule, this is going to be a best one for you, because यहाँ पे आप बिना टाइम की कंस्ट्रेंट से, you do not have a constraint of time, you do not have the constraint of a physical classroom, you do not have a constraint of commuting. आप कहीं भी बैठ के अपना क्लास अटेंड कर सकते हैं. जैसे से आपका लंच ब्रेक है, आप उसमें कर सकते हैं. आप ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं मेट्रो में या बस में, आप उसमें देख सकते हैं. Wherever you are, you can have an access to the class. Next, you also get recorded lectures available for viewing at any point of time and n number of time. आपको एक ही लेक्चर अगर 10 बार आपको देखना है, आप 10 बार देख सकते हैं. उसमें भी आपको रिस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं है. तो आप एक ही लेक्चर हर बार फिजिकल क्लासरूम में अटेंड नहीं कर सकते. फिजिकल क्लासरूम में शायद वो आपको बोल देंगे कि आप n नंबर ऑफ टाइम करें, लेकिन एक आ जाती है और हर बार जब वो क्लास चेंज होता है तो वो जो मोमेंटम होता है क्लास का वो भी चेंज होता है. ठीक है. सो यहाँ पे वो चीज़ नहीं होती. अनलिमिटेड आवर्स ऑफ लेक्चर्स इन अ डे. अब क्योंकि आप इतने ही सारे एजुकेटर्स की क्लासेस देख सकते हैं, आपको अनलिमिटेड आवर्स ऑफ लेक्चर्स मिलते हैं. आप कितने भी घंटे आप अनअकैडमी पे स्पेंड करें, आपको कोई रिस्ट्रिक्ट नहीं करेगा कि आपके 4 आवर्स हो गए, इससे ज़्यादा आप नहीं देख सकते. दैट डज नॉट हैपन. डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशंस एंड वीकली क्विजेस आर अवेलेबल, एंड main concern is that the fee is nominal. In the industry, you can go and check with any institute that provides these facilities. Definitely they will not be able to provide you with the fee that Unacademy provides. And on top of that, you get a 10% discount on your code Angre, right? So you get discounts by using the code. So if you use my code ANGRE Angre, you will get a 10% discount on this code, right? So you can see that this is the code, and that is also my last name. So you will see my last name everywhere, and you can recall this when you are applying for your subscription, right? So that is all from my side, my end to you all for today, and I hope that you have understood that it is all about your hard work and it is all about your logical working, then the things that people keep telling you around, keep telling around you. So do not follow them, and even if you have any doubts and any queries, do not hesitate. You can follow me on Telegram. You can text me on Telegram @ Manisha _ Angre. This is my ID, and you can text me there, and you can get your queries sorted, and you can also ask me more questions on Unacademy if you have any questions further. So, right? So all the best to you all. Keep preparing, but prepare with the right hands. Do not just go here and there, and keep preparing, right? I also had a student who had been preparing for last 6 months with so many other places as on YouTube and all free sessions and material and everything. But when he attended my session and he took my subscription, he realized that it took him only 20 days to cover up those small things that he was making errors on. And trust me, the topics that we discussed in speaking, exactly similar topics he came across. So it is not something that I know something like that, but that was my research, and I told him that you should work on these certain topics, and that is exactly what he got, and he was really happy because it was the day before that we had practiced all those questions, right? So take help from us people, and do come on